What if one of the biggest assumptions about the human body is incomplete? Most people believe the brain controls everything. The brain thinks, the brain decides, the brain commands, and the body follows. But what if the conversation is not one way? What if the heart is constantly talking to the brain as well? In fact, modern science has revealed something remarkable. The communication between the heart and brain is not dominated by signals traveling downward from the brain. A large portion of the communication actually travels upward. How the heart, from the heart to the brain. Now pause and think about that. For centuries, we have been taught to trust the mind, to think harder, analyze more, calculate better. But very few people were taught to understand the language of the heart. And yet, the heart is continuously sending information to the brain every second, every minute, every day. Now, this raises an important question. If the heart is constantly communicating with the brain, what exactly is it saying? The answer begins with rhythm. The heart is not simply beating. The heart is creating patterns, and those patterns changes with every emotional state. Fear creates one pattern, stress creates another, frustration creates another, gratitude creates another, love creates another, compassion creates another. Now imagine your heart as a musician. Every emotional state changes the music, and that music is being transmitted throughout your nervous system. The brain listens, the body listens, every cell listens. Now let us think about stress. When you are worried, angry, frustrated, or overwhelmed, your heart rhythm becomes chaotic. The signals traveling to the brain become disorganized, and the brain expands, and the brain responds accordingly. Clarity decreases, creativity decreases, decision making becomes reactive. Survival thinking takes over. Now compare that to moments when you feel appreciation, gratitude, love, connection. The heart begins producing a very different rhythm, more orderly, more coherent, more harmonious. And those signals influences the brain differently. People often report feeling calmer, clearer, more focused, more intuitive, more creative. Not because they changed their environment, but because they changed the quality of information traveling through their system. Now, this is where things become fascinating. Many people spend years trying to change their lives by changing their thoughts. But perhaps there is another doorway. Perhaps changing the emotional signal coming from the heart changes the way the brain operates. Imagine trying to solve a difficult problem. One person approaches it from stress, another approaches it from gratitude and calmness. Same problem, different internal state. Different brain, different outcome. Because the brain does not operate in isolation. It is constantly responding to information coming from the body. And one of the strongest sources of that information is the heart. Now think about intuition. Almost everyone has experienced it. A feeling, a knowing, a sense that something is right or wrong. Before logic catches up. Perhaps intuition is not magic. Perhaps intuition is information. Information processed below conscious awareness. Information arriving through system we are only beginning to understand. Now this does not mean we should ignore logic. Logic is essential, reason is essential, analysis is essential. But maybe wisdom emerges when the heart and brain work together, not when one dominates the other. The greatest decisions in life often requires both a clear mind and an open heart, a coherent brain and a coherent heart. Because when these two systems synchronize, something powerful happens. The body becomes more balanced, the nervous system becomes more regulated, the brain becomes more efficient, and the person becomes more aligned with who they truly want to be. Perhaps this is why some people appear calm in chaos, why some people make remarkable decisions under pressure, why some people seem deeply connected to themselves. They are not merely thinking differently, they are feeling differently. And those feelings are influencing the conversation between the heart and the brain. The future of human performance may not be about forcing the brain to work harder. It may be about creating greater harmony between the heart and the brain, because the brain can think, but the heart can help guide. And when the two work together, a completely different level of intelligence becomes available.